last couple of hours. I'm expecting it to dip anytime soon, but yeah, it's still pretty well up. I'm not sure how accurate that instrument is. I did adjust it about a month ago, but it's a pretty old barometer. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that dips. Something I have noticed, it's nearly high tide now. We've got about, I think, another half hour before we reach high tide, but the tide is still flowing in very quickly. I don't know if you can see the water there, but there's probably 2 knots of rain in it, and I'd say that's from tidal surge. It's been raining pretty heavily here for the last couple of hours, and now the sun's out, so it's a bit hard to work out what's going on. But anyway, I've just looked at the last forecast, and the cyclone is sort of just dwelling out there. They reckon it's going to make landfall this afternoon, or start to come in this afternoon, but I think it's going to take about 48 hours before it crosses. So we're going to get a lot of wind over a long period, and a lot of rain associated with it, unfortunately. So I feel sorry for the poor people down south. Lismore definitely doesn't want to be inundated again. And yeah, I think they're going to cop the brunt of it down there as far as the rain goes. We'll cop a bit here as well. So the models are saying that it's just going to do circles out off the coast here, and then come ashore, and then probably do a couple of circles over Brisbane as well. So it's going to be with us for a little while, Alfred, and that's probably the worst thing. So because of that, I'm not going to post at 2 o'clock. I'm going to try and have a bit of sleep. I'll sleep now while I can. It's not too bad here, and I'll probably want to be up for the rest of the night, maybe. So we'll just see how we go. Something I wanted to talk about too, I've had a lot of people commenting. I just spent about an hour answering comments on YouTube. Thanks very much for watching, and look, I really enjoy getting your comments, and I try to respond to all of them. And a lot of people have been talking about insurance. If there's any insurance agents out there that are watching this, I don't know if insurance companies realise that they really are insuring all the wrong people. They don't want to insure me because I live on my boat. That's one of the latest things they came up with last year. They don't want to insure liverboards. And what am I doing as a liverboard? I'm out here in the Broadwater on anchor, and all I want to do, look, I'm not really worried about losing my life. I can virtually walk ashore from where I am. It's not very far over to the mangroves, and it's not going to get super rough here, so I'm not worried about losing my life, but I'm really concerned about losing my boat and my home. So what I'm doing, I've come out here and I'm doing everything I can to protect it and keep it in one piece. But of course, all the boats that they want to insure, the big rivs and all that, they're all tied up in marinas. I bet you some of them haven't even come down and doubled up lines, and this is one of the reasons I'm not in a marina. There's just too much going on. So they insure all those big flash boats, and I've heard people say, I said, you asked me what I'm going to do in a marina, I'm going to do exactly what I'm doing. I'm out here trying to save my boat. You ask people on boats that they don't live on, what are you going to do? Oh, I'm hiding under my house. The boat's in the marina, it's okay, it's insured. That's what they say, it's insured. So if they lose it, they're not worried about it because the insurance company pays out. I think that liverboards should get a big discount for living on their boats and trying to protect them, because it's not just losing your boat as far as I'm concerned, it's losing my home. And that gives me a lot of incentive to keep old Peggy-Anne from being compromised by this weather event that we're getting. Anyway, that's my rant for this little live feed. What do we got? Okay. Alfred has a high chance of becoming a Category 3. Yeah, it could. When it dwells around out there like that, it will probably build up a bit of poke. But, yeah, just see what it brings. You just got to... I'm prepared for anything that comes in. I hope it stays at a Category 2, but if it doesn't, I'm pretty well prepared for it. At the very worst... if the anchor starts dragging, I'll be warned of that. I've got alarm set that'll tell me if I am slipping anchor. I'll just have to get up and motor up on the anchor chain all night, which is very tiring, but it's what I might have to do. But anything to keep the boat off the bottom, that's for sure. Yeah, the boat I was talking about this morning safely crossed the Wide Bay Bar. I bet you they're relieved to be in there. They'd be all very tired, but makes me wonder what they were doing out there. I've known about this cyclone for at least a week, so I don't know what they're doing out there in conditions like this, but I'm glad they're all safe anyway. That's the main thing, and I hope there's no one else out there. Okay, many policies don't cover named storms. Well, that could be right as well, but the thing I'm saying is the insurance policies, they want to cover people that leave their boats in marinas. They don't want to cover me because I live on board, liveaboards, and I can see 10 of them just across here up Sniper, and they're all there trying to save their boats. They're all liveaboard, they're all trying to save their boats. It's the people that own boats but only go out on them on weekends. They're all insured and they don't really care because they're not losing their home. So I think insurance companies should adjust for that and give us a huge discount. Insurance is getting very expensive at the moment, of course. But anyway, there's a bit of a thought for anyone who's watching is involved in the insurance game, because I think we're getting slaughtered for no reason, really. I don't know who's making the rules. Anyway, lots of rain, and it's sort of setting in. I'm still pretty happy here that the anchor, touch wood, the anchor hasn't budged at all. I've got more chain out. I'm pretty well prepared for it. The waiting game is the hard part. And I think what I should do this afternoon is put my head down and get a little bit of sleep and stop thinking about doing these posts every 2 hours. So I'll do another one at 4 o'clock if everyone's happy with that. So the next one I'll do will be at 4, and that'll give me a chance to get a little bit of shut-eye because I think the way it's looking, it's going to be with us for quite some time when it comes in. So we'll probably be battling winds for quite a bit of time, and it's very hard to sleep in those conditions. So I might as well have a bit of a feed right now and, yeah, be ready for tonight. Thanks, Froggy. I'll be okay, darling. My kids are a bit worried about me, but look, I'll be fine. As I said, I'll show you where the shore is. That's as far as I can swim to the mangroves, and if I swam probably 20 metres, I'd be in a couple of metres of water, or a metre of water. So I'm not going to lose my life, but the last thing I want is to lose this old girl. So we'll just keep on trying to protect her and do whatever we can to stay off sandbanks and mud banks. That's all it's around, but I don't want to end up in the mangroves either. So we'll just do whatever we've got to do to keep this old girl afloat. Anyway, dudes, the end of another live feed. Look, thanks very much. I've had heaps and heaps of comments on YouTube. I'm trying to get through and answer them all. Thanks very much for being with me. It makes it, I always say we when I'm on the boat, and I feel like you guys are with me, so it really helps. And yeah, thanks very much for all your best wishes and all your comments. I hope all you guys hunker down and get through it okay. But yeah, I've got a couple more comments here. Okay, there's a guy about 15 k's away from me, and his is reading 986, so the barometer could be a bit old and maybe a bit sick, so we won't worry about that. I'm well prepared, David, not a problem. Yeah, I'll be okay here. Anyway, dudes, look, thanks for watching. I'll put my head down, try and get a bit of sleep. See you at 4 o'clock, eh? And everybody, stay safe. Stay safe. Okay, dudes, see you later.